this year. Now, if you're one of the 50 million registered users for this for this co-op multiplayer third-person looter shooter, this next segment is for you. And if the above appeals to you, jump on board because this community continues to grow. I'm talking about, of course, Warframe, and joining me is the Live Ops and Community Director, Rebecca Ford, to share with us some updates on all things Warframe. Great to see you. We missed you last year. We had Megan last year.
Megan was awesome. She paved the way for me, and I'm so excited to see you again.
It's good to see you again. I know. I was joking when I did that intro because a couple of years ago at Game Awards, right, we went to Hideo Kojima, right to Rebecca Ford, and then
my nerves were hot. I was there. It was my first time ever.
And what'd you call your registered users?
There is a chance I said registered losers, but I think this is a redemption moment. I didn't know we were going to go this way, but I feel redeemed.
Water under the bridge. Moving on. Well, because the thing is, that was, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago.
It was.
And Warframe just keeps growing. You guys brought it up for Switch last year. I mean, it's literally, it's everywhere now.
It has grown so much since then. So the joke has not died, which is one thing. So what we have grown with our community and our size, the memes live on. So it's heartwarming.
Well, you guys do such a great job, though, updating the content. It's a beautiful game, and you guys, in many ways, were sort of ahead of the curve with sort of making it so accessible to people to check out, free to play, and it's amazing what you've built on it. So I know you've got TennoCon coming up this summer, right? That's usually where you guys, I remember last year, we had a ton of news coming out of it.
It was kind of the biggest day in Warframe ever. So a year later, we're going to be heading back to TennoCon 2019, 4 years into the event. And people have been waiting about a year for updates, for information. The anticipation is huge for, what are we going to do this year with Warframe? And,
yes, so what can you do? Are you here at E3? Are you going to tease anything, or what can we expect this week?
Well, I think all things considered, if you've been following the game for a long time, we say Space Ninja a lot. So it's about to put the space aspect of that a little more literally.
Oh, wow.
And talk about it in a bit more of a, familiar, but at the same time, delivering the next era for Warframe.
Okay, so that's stuff that you sort of start to tease this week and pay off at TennoCon, and then
it's
later this year get to play more or something?
Hopefully, that's the plan. Like our community knows us, and they know that whatever we're planning, whatever we're working on is rooted in the idea of being different, being exciting, and bringing just a new flavor to this 7-year journey we've been on. And TennoCon will reveal just that.
So for you guys, working on the same game for so many years, it's a new experience. Digital Extremes has done games for, I've known James since, did Unreal back in probably 96 or 7, I think, which is crazy. But I mean, this game, you guys, it's really a universe now. And what I think when you jump into the game, what people love is just there's so much variety to kind of the experiences now that you give people in the game. So how do you keep it fresh? I mean, is the team just thinking about how do we, you said space, how do we do cool space combat? Or
I think it's just believing in the choices that we want to make about, do we want to tell a story one year? Do we want to give action one year? Do we want to make an insane boss fight? It's about a whole diversity of experiences, and at the root of it all, there's this story of just mystery, the story of, the Lotus, the story of what the players really do direct a lot of what we're doing, to be honest. If they're there's no endgame content that's kind of the behind-the-scenes focus to talk about and figure out. If they want to show off their melee, if they want to work on, being the best space ninja they can be, we kind of, correct our course a little bit based on that type of thing.
So the team do you come up with kind of a hero idea every year of oh, this is going to be the big new idea?
I think we do now, and it's about, making sure we do it frequent enough and in an interesting way that still has that Warframe flavor. We've done 2 open worlds now, and we've also done a total revisit of content we released in 2013 with the Jovian Concord, which just released, and that's kind of going back to our roots, giving you that corridor shooter insanity, but with that very, there you go, it's right now, that very distinct Warframe flavor.
Yeah, that's what I said, you guys do such a great job with sort of the gameplay and the experience. I think even if people haven't played it, just download it. I mean, when you jump right in, I mean, the initial content that you guys put in front of people, I mean, it feels like you're in an action movie, and it's just it's so action-packed. And then you said there's so much depth there, because the great thing is all this content you keep adding, it's just more for new players to kind of experience when they jump in.
Exactly, the quest line has really expanded, and we have cinematic quests that we started in 2015, and they're still going. So there's a story to be told, and there's an experience to be had cooperatively, solo, however you want to do it, and it's kind of a beautiful thing, I think.
No, we've got such a passionate community which knows and loves this game and has lots of opinions. So TennoCon coming this summer, right? Yep. All right, so that's fans from around the world coming up to Ontario, right?
Canada, your homeland. I was going to wear a Raptors jersey, actually, but I didn't know if that was going to be allowed or not.
Tomorrow night, right?
I know. Go Reps.
Yes, it's amazing. Yeah, go Canada, but it's
Canada.
No, I said even last year at the Game Awards, there were all these amazing Canadian developers on stage. including you guys. So it's so cool to see that you guys are able to do this game.
Yeah.
Waterloo and do good stuff. So we will see more from Warframe. You guys are going to be on tomorrow. You're doing some stuff, I think, at the PC Gaming Show,
That's right. Yep.
Okay, so we'll tune in there and get a hint of kind of what's coming.
I think so. I think fans that have been waiting a year to kind of see just exactly what we've been up to will be pretty thrilled to see. Just setting the course for what's going to come at TennoCon.
And I'm sure TennoCon will be streaming, so everyone will be able to watch.
Yeah, this is the first year we're streaming the whole main stage. So for the thousands of guests coming, they're going to be able to check everything out. But if you're sitting at home, couldn't make it to London, Ontario, Canada, there will be plenty to watch on stream. So.
All right, well, Warframe, the story continues. Hopefully we'll see you again in December at the awards. It wouldn't be the same without you. I think you guys had your Christmas party, I think, the same day as the awards
we
last
missed
year.
it, but it's so good to see you and be here. You make E3 really special. Thanks
well,
for having me.
Thanks for coming by, as always. More for Warframe. And again, download it today. Check it out, play it. It's an amazing game.